YNW Melly back in court today. His attorney saying the state has not given enough evidence to this point to keep him in jail, but prosecutors say they have proven plenty that shows he needs to remain behind bars.
Oh, please don't you cry, I'm sorry, I just hope sometime I'll be home soon.
New evidence was released in YNW Melly's court file today. Evidence so concerning that YNW Melly was forced to come to the courtroom so then the judge can review it and that Melly's lawyers can give an opinion on it.
Good morning. This is on State of Florida versus Jamel Demons. Present is Mr. Demons. Mr. Demons, can you hear us?
Also announced at the hearing was Judge Murphy's plans to retire. Reported, and I quote, Judge Murphy has effectively retired on August 1st. Judge Martin will oversee the YNW Melly retrial, which is a little concerning, as the only reason that Melly was given a mistrial was that Judge Murphy was known in Florida to be a little bit of a nicer judge in many court cases, but also given a mistrial because the prosecutors didn't emphasize to the jury and the judge what YNW Melly's motive was to commit the crime against Sack Chaser and Juvie. But now the new lead prosecutor will get the chance to do it to a brand new judge and a new jury, as the new lead prosecutor just found the motive. YNW Melly was very close with King Von leading into his arrest. Recently, a rogue O-Block member shared a secret that YNW Melly told King Von, where Melly would ask King Von advice on how to handle a situation where two of your best friends, Sack Chaser and Juvie, were coming after you for financial gain and doing anything possible to get money out of Melly.
Did Vaughn really tell you that Melly told him that he was two friends?
He ain't come out and say, like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, if you know, when people could say something without saying it. And so he told me, like, once I posted what I posted, Vaughn was mad at me. Bro, why you put up there, bro? Walk the bam. I'm like, you sitting up here, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said, them was trying to extort him. And so I'm like, if they was trying to extort him, then why are you still around them?
As Sack Chaser and Juvie were allegedly going after Melly for financial gain. Now, if you know anything about King Von's past and the resume that he had, you know already how he would handle situations. You can guess the advice that Von told Melly on how to handle this. This was the missing piece of evidence the prosecutors were missing during the original trial, which is what was the motive. Now, it's important to know that the Florida Police Department arrested YNW Melly and YNW Bortlen on February 13th, 2019. However, YNW Bortlen was released from jail only 48 hours later, while YNW Melly's been sitting in the cell ever since. Melly was even granted a mistrial in the case on July 22nd, 2023, but he was still forced to go back to his jail cell rather than a bond release or house arrest. YNW Bortlen has been home free ever since. The police ever since day one have only wanted YNW Melly. This even dates back to the first week of the crime, where YNW Bortlen was interrogated by the police, where he literally hints towards him being the innocent one throughout the interview.
And I'm driving, ducking for my life, trying to make sure I don't get hit. And you telling me, you telling me about shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. I'm driving. I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna be worried about? You know what I'm saying?
I know it's not for you to worry about.
Shit crazy, bro.
But if you tell me it happened there's gotta be some evidence there. There's gonna be broken glass, just like there's broken glass over here from when you guys opened the doors and stuff like that. Okay, there's gonna be broken glass over there when the windows got out. There's gonna be casings from the people at your car. Okay, there's gonna be evidence over there. Okay, right now, there's nothing. I kind of think I know what happened, because I got information.
As ever since the interrogation, Melly has been the main suspect, as the police believe that he's guilty of doing the crime towards Sack Chaser and Juvie alone. However, this is where it gets scary, as Melly's been sitting in a jail cell for the last 5 years, and his mother, Jamie King, would reveal how his life has been behind bars. Jamie King would reveal that she feels absolutely heartbroken for her son. She feels helpless because they're not even treating him like a human in jail.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life, as a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
She would then begin ranting over the fact that Melly's been granted a mistrial in his first trial, essentially beating the court case, but he is still left inside a jail. A statistic in the United States shows when a criminal is given a mistrial, they are typically 86% likely to receive either a bond release or a house arrest agreement until the new trial begins. Melly was not allowed. He's also not even allowed to use a phone or even look at his own mail inside a jail.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
This is when Melly's mother knew that she had to make a move to save her son. If not, Melly was done for. She would start a petition to just have law officials look into it. She would gather 50,000 signatures. It would then finally be announced YNW Melly has been transferred from Broward County Jail to the Paul Rain Detention Facility in Florida. However, it gets a lot deeper than this, and let me explain. A viral comment would share, "I believe the Paul Rain Detention Facility is to house people struggling with mental illness. I really hope that Melly is mentally okay," making many believe that Melly is struggling a lot more than what we know. We even caught a glimpse of how scared Melly's mother is for him, as during the original Melly trial, when he was granted the mistrial, his lawyers would request Melly to receive a bond out of jail, assuming the 86% likelihood he would be getting it, but sadly the judge would deny it instantly and said that Melly must return to jail, causing his mother to break down in tears. This led to Melly asking if she was okay.
Sorry.
This would end up getting the attention of rappers in the industry. Rap OG Boosie would speak on the stress that Jamie King has been going through.
Okay, so
then I met his mama while he was in.
Oh, okay.
I met his mom while he was in, and she real, bro. You know, she real.
She's stressed out. I heard she had a.
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. And when I see them mamas like that, it remind me of what my mom was going through, bro.
As Melly's mother shouldn't be going through this much stress. Melly was granted a mistrial and was told to return to jail, which does fit perfectly with what Boosie said about the court system against rappers, that when the feds want you, they'll do anything to get you.
Now they're putting even more charges on him, and then
when they want you, they want you. I knew they wanted them bad when they waited for that law to get passed. They waited all the way.
Penalty.
So it'd be 8-4.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know, they waited all the way till that law got passed to take him to trial.
Yeah, he was in jail for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah. They could have been took you to trial.
You're right.
They waited till that law got passed and took him to trial a couple months later. When they want you, man. Just don't see how he didn't get a bond after a fucking mistrial.
Yeah.
That made me like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, after a mistrial, that That doesn't happen, really.
However, YNW Melly's chance of receiving a house arrest has gotten better this week. It would be reported Melly's Double M retrial is now set for September 2025, with his mother giving an update outside the courthouse.
Free Melly till he's free. He's coming home, guys. Just patience. So we did have court today. Him and Bort, they both had court. And so basically, the judge put a new trial date in for September 10th of 2025. Please make it make sense. I don't know. I don't know. At this point, they need to just dismiss the case. So, and yeah, he still doesn't have phone calls. Still no visitation. He's still in the new facility all alone by himself, no contact. He's not allowed to have contact with any other inmates. They move him around with several guards. It's like something you never...
As with the trial being so far away, lawyers online commented believing that Melly's lawyers will be pushing for a bond or house arrest grant from the new judge. As with YNW Melly being in jail for 5 years now, it is likely that it could be granted, but there is one thing preventing it. YNW Melly was just hit with new charges alongside Bortlen.
The state filing 6 new charges against Demmons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction. YNW Melly, his real name is Jamel Demmons. He's actually in plain clothes in the courtroom for the first time in months, again, as this judge really starts the long process of seating a new juror.
As these new charges are all connected to YNW Bortlen's massive mistake, as Juvie's father would expose how YNW Melly and Bortlen were witness tampering, and even what code words that they were using to make Melly's ex-girlfriend not testify against him and Bortlen during the trial.
Both Melly, Jamel Demmons, YNW Melly, and Cortland Henry, who is known as YNW Bortlen, are now charged with witness tampering. It sounds like the prosecutors are saying there was this kind of crazy way that Melly was communicating. He wasn't allowed to use the phone, but he was passing notes to people, and then this person's calling this person and then that person.
Saying like to me, they're going through extreme measures to try to cover up or convince people not to testify, like Mariah mom. They was using code words like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's baby mom. And
then on top of that, it would be announced that Bortlen was now arrested for new witness tampering charges, as while he was outside, his house was raided by the feds and they found insane paperwork to use against Melly and Bortlen.
Melly's co-defendant YNW Bortlen was booked into a Miami jail Monday night and is being held behind bars on an out-of-county warrant. We just confirmed the warrant is out of Broward County for witness tampering. The warrant obtained by Law and Crime Network states as follows. On or about April 10, 2023, continuing through and including July 22, 2023, Cortland Henry, aka Bortlen, along with others, did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward another person with the intent to cause or induce them to withhold testimony. The warrant continues the alleged witness had been summoned by the legal process to the jury trial of Jamel Demmons, aka YNW Melly. The dates in the warrant are important. Jury selection for Melly started in mid-April, and a judge declared a mistrial on July 22nd, the same day the warrant claims Bortlen allegedly tampered with a witness.
This is then how it would be announced. Here are the images of alleged notes discovered during the home raid of YNW Bortlen's house last week, alongside these photos here of Bortlen drawing on a piece of paper where certain jurors were sitting alongside a description of what they looked like during the original YNW Melly trial. You may not think that it's a big deal that he did this, but the jurors are supposed to stay anonymous, as DJ Academics would even confirm how serious this is.
To keep it real, this is sloppy. Bortlen, how the f you gonna have the notebook of the jurors in your house? Like, god damn. Holy sh**. You know what I mean? Like, brother, like, come the f on. It's like doing a and having the surveillance tape in your DVD player or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like they raid your crib and the surveillance footage of the is in your DVD player. They be like, oh, okay, thank you, brother. This can't be at your crib.